Okay, guys, so these are what we call the alcoholic and non-alcoholic glasswares. So first, we're going to start at the left side where I'm going to identify all the brandy glasses first. So at this part, we have what we call the old-fashioned glass or the rock glass. Okay. Next is what we call the brandy snifter. So for this, no, bigger stem, bigger body. Brandy snifter. Then the other type of brandy glass is what we call the brandy inhaler. Smaller in body shape and thinner in stem. Okay, so the differentiate between these two, no, the brandy snifter is bigger than the brandy inhaler. And then same as with the stem, the brandy snifter is bigger, has a bigger stem, unlike the brandy inhaler has a sexy or thin stem. Okay, so why is there need for us to use different types of brandy glasses? So it is depending on the type of brandy, no? So expensive type of brandy, like cognac or what else? Ano pa ba yung mga iba't ibang klase ng brandy? Expensive type of brandy like yan, mga Johnny Walkers, no? So like that, no? Johnny Walker. So you can use this type of glasswares, no? So what we call the brandy inhaler. Kasi once we are going to drink it, before we drink, no? We don't need to inhale it, no? Drink it as fast as you want, as fast as you can, no? Kasi sa sobrang tapang ng mga ganitong klase ng brandy. Pero no, matamis siya. Kasi ito yung mga binubrew na matagal at ito yung mga expensive type of brandy. Decades, kumbaga, 10 years pataas ang mga gantong klase ng brandy na nilalagay. So, ito yung mga expensive one. No? This type of brandy glass, which is brandy snifter, ginagamit po natin siya sa mga type of lower or cheaper type of brandy, no? Na nilalagyan minsan ng yelo, pero actually, no, pag brandy or any type of alcoholic beverages, mas masarap siya ng walang yelo. Mas puro. No? So, sa ganito, most of the time, mga MP lights, no, Emperador lights, basta brandy, we can use this. Same as with the Fundador brand, pwede rin po ang brandy snifters. No? So, when it comes to this, nilalaro muna natin. No? So, by the way, no? Pero, sa sobrang mas matapang to, unlike this one, no? Dito, minsan, nilalaro natin para mas maamoy natin. Unlike sa brandy snifter, di mo kakayaning amuyin bago inumin dahil sa sobrang tapang sa ilong. Okay. So, the old-fashioned glass or the rock glass, no? Ika ko nga kanina, yun po, ginagamit natin sa mga, most of the time, sa mga commercial. Na, one the rock please na may yellow. Na ini-slide nila sa bar area ng mga bartenders. Okay, so moving forward, we have this set of cocktail glasses. Okay, so kaya tinawag siyang cocktail, mixture of alcoholic and non-alcoholic liquors. No? So, ibig sabihin pag non-alcoholic, mga juices. Alcoholic, ito yung may mga percentage na alcohol contents. No? So, yan. Na minimix natin at ito na po ang mga lalagyan ng tinatawag nating cocktail glasses. Okay, so first of all, punta muna tayo sa dulong part, which is what we call the margarita glass. Okay, so for the size and texture, shape, as you can see, it is bigger in size. Most of the time, peaches, margarita ang nilalagay, or the blue one, no? And then, we have the champagne saucer. Okay, pink type of what we call that? Cocktail. Okay, so, ito yung mga lalagyan ng mga alcohol. No? So, for the size and texture, shape, as you can see, it is bigger in size. Most of the time, peaches, margarita ang nilalagay or the blue one, no? And then, we have the champagne saucer. Okay, pink type of what we call that? What we call that? Cocktail. Okay? Then, the next one is what we call the martini glass. Ito po yung nilalagyan ng iodized salt, lime first, no? Dinidip natin sa plate, no? With the lime, and then dipping on the iodized salt para meron siyang designs at the upper part, and then naglalagay tayo ng olive before natin ginagawa or minimix yung ating cocktail glass. So, most of the time, sky blue ang color ng martini. Okay? So, next on this side, we have this set of wine glasses. Okay, may tatlo na naman, no? Okay, so from that, this side is what we call the champagne flute, no? So, ang mga nilalagay natin dito mostly is sparkling wines, no? Yung mga malalamig, chilled type of wines, no? The next one is what we call the white wine glass. Okay. So, for this, no, most of the time, ang nilalagay natin dito is white wine or sparkling wine, mga chilled type of wines, no? So, mamaya may titingnan din tayo, differentiate natin sila para ma-identify natin mas maigi. Then, the other one is what we call the red wine. Okay. So, the red wine naman, no, red wine glass, ang nilalagay natin dito is temperature-based type of wines or what we call the red wines. So, bakit nga ba tayo nagsiserve ng red wine and white wine, no? So, trivia lang, no? Ang white wine, we are serving white wine in a fine dining restaurant, no? So, for the purpose of serving with the white meats, no? So, pag sinabi natin mga white meats, no? Ano bang meron ang white meats? Ano may mga negative traits ng white meats pag kinakain natin? Ano yung nalalasahan natin? Okay. So, meron dyan, one thing, no? So, sa fish is meron tayong nalalasahang stingy taste and smell, no? Which is the purpose of the white wine. Kaya tayo nagsiserve ng white wine is for us to lessen or to remove the distinct taste or the stingy taste of the white meats that we are serving. Pag kinain na po ng ating guests yung kanilang food. Then, while the red wine, we are all serving the red wine together with the red meats. What are the red meats? Like lamb, beef, and pork, no? So, yan. So, siniserve natin yan with the red meats. Ika nga natin. So, in short, enhancer naman ang red wine to add flavor or taste. May lasa na yan. Pero mas pinasasarap pa ng red wine yung ating red meat na ating pagkain. No? So, kaya nagsiserve tayo niyan. To add taste. Unlike this one, to lessen the distinct taste from the white meat such as fish, chicken, and seafood. So, for us to identify, to distinguish, paano natin malalaman anong pinagkaiba nila? The red wine has a orange shape, no? Orange, no? Or circle. While the white wine has an oval shape or pear shape. So, hindi pa rin sila parehas kung tutusin. Okay? So, pahaba, pabilog. Okay. So, but nowadays, this type of wines is already a multi-purpose wine. Ibig sabihin, pwede na si red wine na gamitin as white wine glass. No? But the white wine glass is only for the white wines. So, those are the alcoholic glasswares. No? Brandy glasswares, cocktail glasswares, and wine glasses. Puro glasses po, no? Then, we're going to move on the other side, which is at the right side. No? Those are the non-alcoholic glasswares. So, for this part, so as commonly used, no, in a restaurant service or a room service, we are going to use a water goblet glass. Okay. So, as you can see, no, bigger shape, bigger opening, no, bigger stem. So, this is what we call the water goblet glass. But nowadays, in other restaurant, they are also using this water goblet glass as a juice glass. But actually, it is only used for water. That is why we called it as a water goblet glass. Okay? Next is what we call the zombie glass. For us to identify if this is a zombie glass, no, at the stem, at the bottom part, may makikita kayong malaking space, no? And thin, no, opening. So, this is what we call the zombie glass. Juices, and so on. Yan po mga nilagay natin na non-alcoholic beverages. Then, the other one is what we call the highball glass. Okay, so juice din po ang mga nilalagay natin dyan. Orange juice, pineapple juice, and everything. Next. So, in this part, we have what we call the Irish coffee glass. So, Irish coffee glass, the old times, no? Like a Starbucks coffee shops are using this type of glasswares, no? So, sa mga tinatawag nating frapp or frappe, no? So, dito natin nilalagay yung may frapp na coffee, iced coffees, no? But nowadays, Starbucks is already using the plastic wares, no, in serving their beverages. The next thing is what we call the Pilsner glass. So, sa Pilsner glass naman, although this is a non-alcoholic glass, but we are putting some beverages na katulad ng mga ladies drinks na tinatawag natin mga tanduay ice, no, vodka cruisers, no. So it has also an alcohol content na nag-range lang po ng mga 5% and below, no. Kaya nga tinawag ng mga ladies drinks. Yan. Yung may mga kulay-kulay lang. So dito natin nilalagay sa Pilsner glass, or yung San Mig Light is also part of those beverages that we can put in this Pilsner glass. Next is what we call the beer mug. So, as you can see, the beer mug, no? So, mga, pale Pilsen, no? San Mig Light or San Mig Apple, dyan, pwede natin ilagay yan, no? So, yan. Next is what we call the sundae glass. So, yung mga halo-halo, ice cream, yan. So, yung mga liquid, solid dessert na may liquid po, dyan natin nilalagay. Next is sherbet glass, no? So, for dessert din po siya, like lychee, almond jelly with lychee or fruit salad. You can also use this for ice creams. Next is what we call the Collins or highball. So, si highball, patangkadin mo lang to, no? So, that is an example of a Collin or a highball glass. So, juice pa rin po ang mga nilalagay. And then, we also have a pitcher glass and ice bucket. Okay. And there you go. These are what we call the alcoholic and non-alcoholic glasswares. Okay. These are the silverwares. Okay, so we're going to start first with what we call the spoons. So, family of spoons first. At this side, at the left side, we have the soup ladle. Next is the sauce ladle. Is used for sauce. Serving spoon is used for rice and other solid dishes. Then, the next one is the pastry server. Is used for cakes and pastries. Next one is table or dinner spoon. Long spoon or soda spoon is used for desserts, like halo-halo. Next is bouillon soup spoon. Okay, as you can see, this is used for soup. Next is dessert spoon. We are going to use this dessert spoon for a liquid type of dessert. Coffee stirrer is used for stirring coffee. When it comes to the demitasse, spoon is used for an expensive type of coffee like espresso or tain ng musang na klase ng coffee. Next, for the family of forks. So, starting from the left again, we have what we call the serving fork. Next is table or dinner fork. Fish fork. As you can see, the difference between the dinner fork and the fish fork, no? So, when it comes to the fish fork, there is the deeper part at the middle part. Next is the vegetable salad fork. Then the dessert fork. The dessert fork is smaller than the vegetable salad, as you can see. So, again, for the dessert fork, it is used for a solid type of dessert, like fruits or cakes, pastries. Next is the cocktail fork. Cocktail fork is used for fruit also, or we can use this for like cocktails. Next is escargot. Is used for oysters like talaba or suso. But you cannot use this in a shell type of food like susong Pilipit. For that type of food, we are using already a toothpick. Okay, so as you can see the difference between their torch. The escargot has only two torch, while the cocktail has a 3 torch, and the dessert fork has a 4 torch. The normal fork torch is 4 torch. Okay, so proceed on the knives. Okay, so family of knives. So at the left side again, we have the what we call the table knife or dinner knife. Okay, so next is a steak knife. It is specifically used for steaks. Okay, fish knife. No? So as it is called, we are going to use this for the main dish type of mga fish. Okay, or shell food. Next is the vegetable salad. Okay, vegetable salad knife. Then the batter spreader. We're going to use this to spread the batter on the bread. Okay, so as you can see, this is a smaller version of the fish knife, but it has a different texture also. Okay. Next is what we call the bread knife. It has a sharp part at the topmost part, unlike the vegetable knife. Then we also have a chopstick. And those are what we call the silverwares or flatwares. So those are the chinawares. So we're going to start first with the different kinds of plates. So as you can see, the biggest plate is what we call the show-base plate, or what the others call this as show plate. So the size of this is 16 to 18 inches. Now the purpose of the show plate is for a bigger underliner for small type of foods. Okay, and the second one is what we call the dinner plate, wherein it is also used as a main course plate. No, so the measurement is 12 inches. So different types of main dish. Okay, so the next thing is what we call the fish plate. So as you can see, it is used only for seafoods food. Okay, the measurement is 8 to 8.5 inches. The next one, the salad plate. Or you may also use this as an appetizer plate. So, by the way, the salad that we're pertaining here is the vegetable salad. Okay, so yan. Next is the dessert plate. Measurement of 6 to 7 inches. So, it is used for the dessert type of food. Next is a bread and butter plate, or you can use this also as an underliner plate. Measurement is 4 to 6 inches. Okay, and the last thing is what we call the side plate. Measurement is 4 inches. Okay, side plate is used for mga mumo. Example is mga tira-tira. Doon natin nilalagay. Or you can also use this side plate as a cork plate. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to identify, so different types of pots. So we're going to concentrate first at the back part. wherein we have what we call the teapot and with the tea cup and saucer. Next, on this side set is what we call the coffee pot, coffee cup and saucer, milk container, demitasse cup and saucer. So, the differentiate between the coffee cup and a demitasse cup, no? So, demitasse cup is used for expensive type of coffee. Okay. So, espresso is an example. And then, while the coffee cup and saucer, we are using this for an ordinary type of coffee, like instant coffee mix. Okay. So, by the way, what is the difference between these two? The teapot and the coffee pot. Okay. So, as you can see, the teapot is has a higher trumpet, unlike the coffee pot has a lower lining on the trumpet. Okay. So, yan po ang pinagkaiba ng coffee pot and teapot. Okay. So, moving forward, I have also an example of a demitasse coffee set. As you can see in the front part, no, we have a sugar bowl wherein we are putting some sugars or any type of powdered creams. Okay. So, next is demitasse cup and saucer. So, example, espresso. Next is cream and milk jug or container. So, we can also put there honey, milk, and cream. Okay. Next, no? So, yan is the coffee pot for our demitasse. Okay. So, for the next thing, we also have a dessert bowl, wherein we are using this for liquid type of dessert, solid going liquid, no, like an ice cream or what we call the banana split. Okay. Next thing is what we call the butter dishes. The butter dishes is used for butter, no, melted dairies. Next, so for this set is what we call the soup consomme soup. Okay, so this one is what we call the consomme. Next is there are two types of soup bowls. This one is the standard soup bowl together with the Chinese spoon, while the other one is what we call the bouillon cup, no? So bouillon cup is used for clear type of soup, while the standard soup bowl is used for a thick type of soup. Okay. So next, we also have a gravy boat or what we call the sauce boat. So pwede mo lagyan ng mga ketchup, fish sauce, soy sauce, or a gravy itself. Then, we also have a salt and pepper. So as of now, there are a lot of different type of chinawares, but those are the basic chinawares that we are using. Okay, so I hope you understand it. These are the hollowwares. Okay, so from the left side we have what we call the bucket with stand. Okay, so yun, nandiyan yung wine na may yellow. So, nilalagay natin sa bucket para mag-chill siya. So, yan. Mostly, nilalagay natin dyan is white wine. Next is what we call the bread basket. So, these two are examples of bread baskets. And then, at the upper portion, there is what we call the table napkin. Okay. Then, tissue holder. So, by the way, for the table napkin, there are different types of table napkin arrangement that we're going to tackle and demonstrate it later on. Okay. So, for this part, we have a red wine and a white wine. Here, salt and pepper shaker with the tissue holder, serving tongue, ice tongue. There, as you can see, there are 2 to 3 types of corkscrew. By the way, the corkscrew is the best friend of the waiter. So as always, the waiter brings the corkscrew wherever they go. Okay. So as you can see here, we only have a single corkscrew. Okay. Ice shovel, menu. At the upper portion, we have an order slip together with a pen to take an order. Next is the bill folder, change tray. Then we have a rectangular tray in serving food and beverage. We also have a pitcher, serving pitcher. Then the placemat. We also have the food cover where we serve or deliver food for the room service. Next is the bar tray or round tray. The coaster at the top of the glasswares to cover the glass or the beverage itself. Then the tablecloth itself. We also have a room service trolley. Here, we also have a control sheet where we tick mark whenever we leave things inside the guest room. Then the last thing is the oval tray. Okay, so those are what we call the halowares. Halowares, by the way, are the decorations inside the restaurant service area.